Our Thanksgiving feast has our barbecue corned beef, our roasted whole chicken, our green bean casserole, our mashed potato, our cornbread dressing, our sweet potato crostini, our sweet potato stackers, our pumpkin biscuits, our ham, and our apple pie with oatmeal crumble and pumpkin pie. My name is Chef Fran, and this is my sous chef Ian.
How are we doing today?
And today we are making Thanksgiving food for you. And
Yes.
I guess more like Friendsgiving food, right?
Yes.
Because this is made in a small sense of quantity.
To do.
And so we're not doing turkey, we are doing chicken. And the reality is this, not everybody likes turkey, not everybody eats turkey. So here we are making our stuffed chicken. And I did one and Ian's gonna do the other one so you can see it. We have our 2 baby chickens, but really Thanksgiving is all about whatever meat works for you and your family, whatever you desire, whatever you like. So Ian and I are going to prepare our whole chicken. So our brine for our whole chicken, or you can use this also for turkey as well. We have water. We have apple juice, we have oranges, we have rosemary, we have sage and bay leaf, parsley, basil, herb de Provence, thyme, Italian seasoning, slap your mama seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, onions, garlic, and that is what is a little salt and some peppercorn. And we did finish brining our chicken, and patted it dry. And so Ian is now going to stuff it with our bouquet garni, which consists of parsley,
Basil, bay leaf, thyme, and one more I remember, sage,
and rosemary.
Rosemary, that's right.
So we have all 5 herbs that he made into a bouquet, and he's going to put it inside. And then you're going to place, I have 3 cloves of garlic as well. And then we're going to take
Get the other ones in there.
a quarter onion.
Hang on, Mom. Get that other one over here. It was caught in the cavity.
Okay. He's going to put that on the side, and that's going to help keep your chicken nice and moist. And then I'm going to put some butter that I put with some Montreal chicken garlic seasoning. That's all here. And I'm going to cover and massage our breast all underneath here. So we put a little bit here on the outside as well. Now that I've done inside. And then Ian is going to inject it.
Oh boy, get that fun.
So we can get more flavor in here. Just kind of like
Inject the
massage these beautiful little legs. Okay, and our little wings, where we're gonna tie it down afterwards. Let's begin to inject your legs, your breast, and your little wings, and then we'll tie it down.
Okay.
This one's already done, and we're gonna put it in our air fryer.
Oh yeah, there we go.
So keep injecting. Yeah, keep going. Try to move up there too, seeing some more fuller parts.
It's filling up over there.
Okay.
I can feel it over here.
All right. Now you have to tuck your wings so it doesn't get burned. Tuck your tips in.
That's the reason.
Okay, so now we're gonna set up our little baby bird. Go. Now go put that one around.
Yeah.
Now put this in our little silicone.
Right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it in the fryer.
It goes in there. We're gonna put it on roast. This is our corned beef, and I am just using the packet that it came with, which has like the mustard seeds and some rosemary here, some of the seasoning, and this is the fat cat, and this is what kind of. Okay, I know we've always been taught that fat is not good, but in this case, honey, when it comes to meat, fat is good. When something is fatty, it's going to be the best, juiciest, delicious thing you ever had. A good burger, same thing. You want it to have fat, a good burger. I'm just putting some Montreal seasoning. I'm adding Montreal seasoning to it. this had kind of been sitting in some brine.
Basil, we got bay leaf, we got parsley. I won't forget
3.
Rosie today. Rosemary.
4.
We got sage.
5. There you go.
Yes.
He has 5 things here for our bouquet garni. We have onions. Now, when you deal with your onions and you deal with your garlic, it is imperative that you just remove the outer brown skin, but do not remove the bottom, because the pressure in this Instapot, when it pressurizes, it disintegrates the onion. And so if you remove these, you won't even know how to even get the pieces out. So that's why you want to keep the bottom. So like when Ian is searing here, he's trying to get all the 4 corners as well as the fat cap, you know, to try to get a little bit of color. Then we're gonna pressure cook it, then take it out, and we're gonna put barbecue sauce on it and put it in the oven to kind of get the barbecue sauce to kind of soak in and marinating it with a little more color, and it'll be ready. And with the garlic, you want to leave your garlic just like this with all the skin. The first outside layer of the skin, remove that, meat up for you, and you leave the rest of the peel skin on again, because it's going to disintegrate from the pressure. So that's important. So this is going to go in our Instapot with our beer. Yeah. Okay. And let's pour our beer, Ian.
Oh, sure. Drink.
Oh, but it cooks out. It totally cooks out.
Ooh, look at the color. Nice color though.
Okay, nice beer. Dark color. So you don't want to pour it on the meat.
Half? Really?
Yes.
Cool.
Half of the other one, because the other half is going to go to the other one.
Oh, okay.
Whole chicken, which is vitamins B6, B12, and niacin. Our corned beef, vitamin B2, B12, iron, magnesium, niacin, phosphorus, thiamine, and zinc. And then we have our Yukon yellow potatoes, which has vitamins B1, B3, B6, C, folate, magnesium, potassium. We also have spinach in our mashed potatoes, C, E, K, calcium, iron, magnesium, potassium. So I'm making some sweet potato stackers. So Ian is cutting his yellow biggie potatoes, and he'll take you through the next process once he's done cutting his potatoes of making mashed potatoes. Myself, to make my stackers, I have a little bit of orange juice, a little bit of rum, a little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of ginger, a little cinnamon, as well as a little nutmeg to make, and some butter to make my syrup, you can kind of say, for my sweet potato stackers. And then I just cut them into slices, and I put it in this cupcake pan here for a little. Then I put some pecans over the top of it. We have our pecans here. So I'm gonna bake this on 400 for about 35 minutes. Okay, so I am actually going to make my base here, which has sweet potatoes, brown sugar, nutmeg, maple syrup, ginger, and cinnamon, and butter and I'm gonna add my eggs and a little carnation milk to make for my pie filling, my sweet potato pie filling. Now, Ian is going to make his green bean and wax bean casserole.
Yes, I am.
So he has his cream and mushroom with roasted garlic soup, and then he has his green beans, his wax beans, and he has his crispy onion that's going to go on the top halfway through our baking time. And this bakes pretty quickly. And he's going to add a little slap your mama seasoning to it.
A little garlic and
give it a little pizzazz. And a little bit of garlic and onion powder. Yeah, you can add your wax beans. Okay. No problem to it. Okay. And I just love the colors, how the yellow and the green stands out. So that's why we did the green beans and the wax beans together. So now you want to put it in your dish, and then we're going to bake it on 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes. So halfway through that time, Ian will then put his crispy French onions on top of it and let that bake for the remainder of the time. So if we stop at 10 minutes, we'll stop and then add the French onions and let that bake for the remainder of the 20 minutes, 10 more minutes on top of it.
That's like the eggs are the binding for that?
Yep.
That's the way it works?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So we want them both fully cooked at the same time. So Ian is filling up the sweet potato mixture,
Yes.
crock pie, and we're gonna bake it, and you can eat with us virtually after.
Ooh, sounds good.
And I'm here, I have things cut here for I have onions, carrots, mushrooms. I have some sage and rosemary that I finely chopped, and I have some beef kielbasa sausage, and I have some garlic and celery that I have here as well. That's gonna go into our cornbread stuffing. We have our stovetop cornbread stuffing, and we're gonna add some chicken broth to it, and then we'll just kind of bake it. Some people call it dressing, we call it stuffing, however you like. So I'm sauteing, gently cooking up my sausage with my onions, my carrots, my celery, my rosemary, my sage, my garlic, and I'm now gonna add my dressing. Okay, so I just added my cornbread mixture, the other package, before I put my chicken broth here. Guess I'll do the whole thing. Just kind of moistening this, just getting it to be a little softer. And then I am going to add my broth and just let it cook for a few minutes, about 5 to 7 minutes, fluff it up. Now some people tend to cook it further and start baking it. Here's my chicken broth that I'm putting in. Maybe I might just add a little bit more chicken broth to this. And I'm gonna cover it up. Now you can add cranberries to this if you like. It's up to you.
As you see, after boiling the potatoes with some chicken stock, which also you can use just water if you really don't want to spend towards the chicken stock, chicken broth. I have evaporated milk, some whipping cream, and some butter with salt and pepper, Himalayan salt to be exact. And we've been mixing it here in the bowl. And we're gonna get it nice and fine. And I'll have my mashed potatoes that y'all were looking for.
Okay, so I am in the process of making pumpkin biscuits. Biscuits, you can make them however you want, whatever you choose. I told you this is your world and you can make things whatever works for you and your family and your dietary needs and your budget. So, to make my pumpkin biscuits, I have 2 cups of self-rising flour. You're probably wondering, what is she doing with that grater? So I had grated some butter, I had froze it, and this will help create the pockets and layers in your biscuits with the hot steam. So the thing is that you have to work kind of quickly though, because you don't want that butter to melt. And so I have the butter, and I'm gonna make it into like little crumbles first, so I can start to get my dough going on here for my biscuit. I'm crumbling it, and then I'm gonna add, so this was 1 stick of butter. So the ratio is 2-1-1. So 2-1-1, you have 2 cups of flour. You have 1 cup, which is, well, 1 stick rather, 1 stick of your butter. And then you have 1 cup of buttermilk. So we're gonna add that. And then I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of my pumpkin puree. Little crumbles, like this. All right, so now this is gonna become sticky wicky. And it's not gonna feel fun. But that's okay, you're gonna get a great product. Actually, the stickier it is, the better it is.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
We're gonna roll out our biscuit. In culinary school, they used to make you do a lot of folds. So you'd fold. So you'd have a brick of, basically you'd have butter in
Yeah.
in like a square. They make you beat the butter out like it'd be like a block. Like you know how sometimes we get like the 1 pound square block.
Yeah.
We beat it out and then we flatten out the dough. Just firmly go down, leave it, firmly go down.
Right.
Leave it, firmly go down. And you know, you'll take off the whole thing afterwards when you're done. So you want to put them together so they like don't separate and just kind of like place them all together.
Is there a reason for that?
Yes, it allows them to rise.
Oh, okay, cool.
So this is my apple pie filling. All I have in here is some Granny Smith apples that were diced up, some brown sugar, some nutmeg, some cinnamon, just kept it very basic. And I made a little slurry so my little sauce could be thick. And to make the slurry, all I did was take some cornstarch and some water, mixed it together, and then added it. So that way, yeah, that's it. Our Thanksgiving feast has our barbecue corned beef, our roasted whole chicken, our green bean casserole, our mashed potato, our cornbread dressing, our sweet potato crostini, our sweet potato stackers, our pumpkin biscuits, our ham, and our apple pie with oatmeal crumble and well,
yes,
we have our Thanksgiving dinner feast here.
Yes, we
so
do.
I have everything on my plate. You have everything but
the ham.
The ham.
Bon appetit.
So just because I'm gonna taste the ham first.
Okay, you do that. You know me, I'll hit the corned beef right off the rip.
Well, this ham was not very fatty. It was organic ham, so
we had to dice it up a little bit.
There's no fat on it.
All right.
Fat represents juiciness, so
corned beef's delicious.
Tastes like ham, but super healthy ham. But
the corned beef, the texture melts in your mouth. The right amount of fat, it's delicious.
Yeah, what about the fact that it's barbecue?
It's got a very sweet taste. Usually I put mustard on my corned beef, but it has barbecue. It tastes even better.
Wow.
What you did here is intense.
You're not eating your corned beef sandwich, so there's no mustard for you.
I know, but this is incredible.
Oh my God. It's like melts in your mouth.
I said it. I've never had something like this. And this is intense.
Oh, the biscuit?
This is intense.
It's my own little creation.
Yeah, it's intense. Phenomenally.
Soft?
Yeah, delicious. Crazy.
Okay.
Crazy delicious.
Nice looking biscuit.
Yeah. Coloration in it. Oh, guys.
Pumpkin pie.
Little dance? Get the little dance?
No, not yet. I'm not gonna let your head get big. Or for you making one mashed potato. Chicken. Wow. That chicken?
Oh, there's chicken.
So flavorful. So moist. So soft. Wow.
Green beans are delicious, Mama. Green beans.
Wow.
Salad.
That chicken's on money.
It's on point, huh?
Try the green bean casserole.
Yeah, the casserole's good. Oh,
He made this.
I like it. Got a little kick with the mushrooms.
Put a little slap your mama in here.
Yeah. That's why.
It's really good.
This is
Okay, I have not tried.
your stuffing's delicious.
Thank you.
Delicious. Moist. Flavors like explode in your mouth. It's incredibly good.
Get my sweet potato stacker. Get my sweet potato bouillon. Thinly sliced. Just the right amount of sweetness.
Yeah.
And just the crunch. The crostini. And my marshmallow.
Wow, you did cook that right. That's good. Delicious.
That's so crunch.
They're delicious. I cheated on a few of those before we even started, Mom.
Oh, really? Nice little
I hate to
opener.
tell you everybody that, but they are excellent.
Nice little opener,
Yes.
starter for
Oh,
your
it's a
meal.
great opener.
Listen, guys. Make Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving, family giving, however you want to call it, make it easy for you and your family. So if you have not shared this channel yet with your family and friends, please do so. Share this channel. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. What are you waiting for?